Book 163. I Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone. Few autobiographies read like both confession and performance, but Nina Simone's I Put a Spell on You achieves exactly that. In these pages, the legendary High Priestess of Soul tells her story in a voice that is at once fierce, poetic, wounded, and unapologetically raw. The book traces Simone's life from her childhood in Tryon, North Carolina, where a prodigious young Eunice Wayman trained in classical piano, through the relentless battles of racism, rejection, and survival that shaped her transformation into Nina Simone. What makes the memoir extraordinary is the candor with which Simone lays bare the paradoxes of her life. The girl who dreamed of being a concert pianist yet became a singer out of necessity. The performer adored worldwide but constantly at war with her audiences, her record labels, and often herself. Simone doesn't write as a detached observer of her past. Instead, she plunges the reader into her struggles. Her bruising encounters with Jim Crow racism, her rage at systemic injustice, her activism alongside Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, and her mental health battles that were both a source of vulnerability and creative intensity. There's defiance on every page, but also aching tenderness when she writes about her daughter, her loves, and her exiles. As literature, the book is direct and unadorned, more testimony than polished prose. Yet this bluntness is part of its brilliance. Simone's voice feels unfiltered, alive, and unrelenting, the same qualities that electrified her music. Reading it, one hears the echoes of her performance of Mississippi Goddam or For Women, songs that cut deep because they carried the same uncompromising truth. What makes I Put a Spell on You a masterpiece is not only its insight into the life of a singular artist, but also its portrait of a black woman who lived on the fault lines of race, gender, politics, and art in the 20th century. It is as much about America's broken promises as it is about Nina herself. For admirers of her music, this autobiography is indispensable. It reveals not just the artistry, but the cost of genius, the fire behind the spell she cast on the world, and the loneliness that followed when the applause faded. It is not a comfortable book, but like Simone's songs, it is unforgettable.